do it. Let's put the country back on track.
Yeah.
And then you can worry about the future and deal with it as you see fit. What is your thinking about what it is about Kamala that appeals to women?
Well, as a woman, I can't think of a single reason.
She doesn't appeal to you, and
my gosh.
she repels you.
She repels me. A couple of reasons. Number one, her insincerity. She's a liar. She's a liar. And the other thing that really gets me, of course, is the fact that not only is she a liar, but then she blames Trump for the very things that she is.
Right.
She's the tyrant. I mean, we had David, what was his last name on Wednesday?
David
Daleiden, who talked about how she unleashed the FBI on him because he was exposing Planned Parenthood for selling human organs, baby human organs.
Yeah.
I mean, think of how evil you have to be to defend that. And not only was she defending that, but she was actually unleashing the law on the very people stopping that.
Right.
So I think she is evil. So that's number one.
Why do you think? I mean, generally they say psychologically that women are more perceptive than men in detecting
the BS factor.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Well, I detect it. I mean, 100%. But I think if you're ideological and if you are easily fooled, because I think that is women sometimes are easily fooled, right? If you're easily fooled and you hear her talk, she basically says all the right things, everything you want to hear. Like, don't you want to have reproductive freedom? Well, yeah,
Don't you want access to health care?
Yeah, don't you want access to health care? Don't you want the middle class to succeed? I came up in the middle class family. I know what it's like to be a middle class, family. My mother raised her children by herself, blah, 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 whatever,
Yeah.
So you're like, oh yeah, me too. But you first of all have to get rid of all the BS that surrounds her, and then you know, okay, Kamala, what you're saying is not even true. You are saying that I'm going to give up my reproductive health. I'm not. Roe v. Wade, the overturning of Roe v. Wade does not mean I'm giving up my reproductive health at all. She's lying about that.
Right.
And then, of course, she lies on top of another lie on top of another lie. So by the time a woman that is a little on the feminist side gets done listening to her, she does think that Trump is evil and that Trump is coming after her ovaries. She does, because Kamala and the media have a way of making it sound like it's true.
Yeah, well, this is a good point. I mean, she has a trumpet section called the media, and she knows that she can count on them. They're part of her cheering squad.
Right.
And so you're saying that there's enough there from the multiplicity of voices, the orchestra, if you will, to give people a sense, well, she's obviously telling the truth. That's what I also read in the New York Times, and I saw someone the other day talking about it on CNN. So if those are your sources of information, it's not entirely hard to see how you could get suckered in.